Hello everyone, welcome back to my regularly scheduled standard videos. And when I say regularly, I really don't mean it, but I will try. I will try to be more consistent with my videos. And today I'm bringing you a great budget option, even for I know on Magic Online this costs like 15 tickets, and I think even in Arena like there's just like not that many wildcards you need. I'm looking at it right now. Probably should have done this before video, but you can see that there's 4 mythics in the main deck, and then there's 4, 8, 11, 13 rares. So not that bad. If you are missing wild cards, you don't have it. I think this deck is a great option. So what is it? It's mono black aggro, and I got this deck list from my dear friend from the Czech Republic, Bertram. He top it, I think top 4 Magic Online Challenge, and then he was playing it at the LCQs here at RC Prague. And yeah, I think this deck is just a solid budget options if you prefer, if you like playing aggro decks. This one might be for you if you like mono black aggro decks, which it's kind of unique option. I give my friend a lot of crap for playing this deck because it looks a bit goofy, but honestly, after playing a little bit of it, I think it's quite solid. Like it has a lot of strong starts. The cards interact well, and yeah, you will get some free wins. So let's start from, I guess, the 1-drop creatures. So Dream Beavers, I think we have seen that this card was like an limited all-star. Usually these cards come out and you're like, well, this card looks kind of mopey, but then you play a little bit of it in limited and you're like, okay, well, maybe this card is amazing. Obviously, it was working well with Sneak, or, the ninjutsu ability. It works really well with Kaito. But here, it's just a 1-drop or 1, and crucially, it's black. I guess maybe I'll be skipping around a little bit, but the reason why I say it's black and it's crucial is because of this card, Heraldic Banner. You play this, it comes to play, you choose black always, no other options in this deck. And it's going to give you the mana, so you'll be able to play a 1-drop right away, and then it's going to just buff up your whole team. So that's pretty awesome. And if this becomes a 2-1 flyer, it is even better. Then we have Forsaken Miner, this little innocuous skeleton, you say, can block, don't care, we want to attack, and when you commit the crime, you may pay black, and it comes into play from the graveyard right away. So I set skeleton, which is important for this deck because, of course, I'm going to be skipping around again, and we are playing Corpses of the Lost. This card seen play a lot. We see the black-white skeleton decks more often. I know Ash, she's been playing it a bunch, and this card is just amazing. If you're piling on the pressure, what is your opponent supposed to do? Like, they're going to block your creature, and you're just going to get it back and make another skeleton, and then all the other skeletons also have haste. I wish we played more skeletons in this deck. Unfortunately, it's just the Forsaken Miner, but that still makes this card pretty freaking good. It's just so good on its own. So yeah, super great synergy with this Forsaken Miner. And then to round up our 1-drops, although this one can also be a 3-drop, right? With the Offspring, Iridescent Bilasher, name of the card. And whenever land you control enters, this creature deals 1 damage to target opponent. Don't be afraid to play this on turn 1. I think I cast more on turn 1 than on turn 3. You just want to curve out, pressure, deal some damage, make your Heraldic Banner better. And speaking of cards that make Heraldic Banner great, is Bitter Bloom Bearer. I do keep calling this Bitter Blossom Bearer. Never forgetting the OG card. This was modeled by the only mythic rare in our deck. And yeah, this is just awesome. We'll make you a bunch of flyers, and then you will buff those flyers up by Heraldic Banner. Of course, against the decks that don't have removal, this is just freaking all-star. And then we have Timeline Color to fill out our curve. This is also pretty awesome with the Warp ability. You can sometimes just go on turn 4, turn 3, Heraldic Banner into the Timeline Color Warp, and then it keeps pressuring, it keeps coming back. You may cast this from graveyard as well. Then we have the Removal Suite, Reckoning Hacks, Shooter Sheriff. I think those are the best options. And finally, the Curve Topper, the greatest creature, Lord Skitter Silver King. My friend actually could not play the LCQs because it was impossible to find this card in the venue. This Red Noble once used to be a great card in the standard. I think I qualified with it for one of the Arena Championships back in the day. I played it in Esper midrange, where it was really great in Rapine because you would have a lot of creatures and then your Rapine would become much better. It is slightly worse here, but Graveyard Hate is relevant still in this format. 3 Toughness relevant in this format, and this just pops out a bunch of rats, and those rats get bound by Banner. So yeah, it's a solid synergy. And in lands, I think it's important to note we do have the Soul Stones texture, which works well with the Corpses of the Lost, since it's a changeling. Not even written changeling on the card, but it's changeling. It's all creature types. And then we have the Mud Alad Village, which can bring back some creatures, Lord Skitter. Sideboard, in mono black, you don't have very many options. So, we have the classics 4 Duress, 4 Deep Cavern Bat, and then some more removal. And Luis Pompous Pillager, if you want to gain some life in a pinch. But yeah, nothing that interesting. Doka also not interesting. I mean, it's kind of hard to have a great sideboard card. You mostly don't even want to change anything in this deck. It's just you just trying to curve out and get the games over as fast as possible. And that's what I've done in this video. So hope you enjoy the games. I will be back with more standard content. I promise. I promise I will be more consistent, at least for the next couple of weeks before I fly off to Las Vegas to play in the Team Trios GP alongside my good friends and PT champions, Alexander Hain and Steve Rubin. I am super excited, especially for Steve's comeback to Magic. He hasn't played Magic in a while. So excited for that. And till then, hopefully more regular standard content. Okay, we data play. That is really good for this deck, I think. Basically for every other standard deck. Not totally sure about this keep. I mean, I think this land definitely, this deck definitely wants to stop at 3 lands. So having the 4th land, I mean, at any point of this game, if I draw land, it's gonna be kind of rough. So hopefully it's just no lands. Sleight of hand, and I have the Iridescent Mind Lasher. So I definitely want to attack, right? This creature can block, but it makes sense for the attack. Now I could just play the Mind Lasher and play a land. Or the other option is just pass, shoot a Sheriff up, and save it for the Offspring. But I think I just want to deal as much damage as really as possible. I really want to land a Lord Skitter next turn. It's pretty good against sleight of hand decks. Because exiling the cards from the graveyard is somewhat relevant. Prague. Okay, well, I'm definitely playing a land. I think I'm just gonna play Corpses. The question is, do I want to attack with this corpse? Just like right now, it just blocks the Drake Hatcher. I think I just want to put a maximum pressure. Like, it's not a very reliable blocker, like it's probably just like a chump block or whatever. I could technically chump block with the Iridescent, we'll see. My opponent lets me chump block. Well, it really depends what they do. If they play like 3 counter then I'm probably chump blocking. If they just, they're kind of likely to just kill this, right? So, in that case, obviously I'm not gonna block. I think things are looking pretty good for me. Like, I'm just gonna get this back. I'm gonna keep piling on pressure. Even if this dies, this is kind of a nice effect. Like, I'm just gonna do a bunch of damage with that. This card already did what? How much? 2 damage? It's not that much. Right, Burst Lightning. Makes sense. And I will just attack. This is fine. I will shoot the Sheriff at the Drake Hatcher. Attack with everything. Kind of weird that this is not a skeleton, by the way. I'm not getting back the corpses. Doesn't work on tokens. Probably my first time playing this card outside of its limited set, which I played very little. What is it? I don't even know the name of it. I think I remember playing this a little bit. And, when it was a set. So if I play the banner, it's kind of nice. I need to have a spell to be able to block with the Stallion. I think I'll go for that. Obviously choosing black. Hoping like Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce would be kind of bad. I mean, right now they could easily just like bounce this, bounce off or something like that, and then eat here. Right, this is completely fine. just gonna my corpses back. Ooh, okay. Big action. Maybe go burst lightning like Kohler now. Could lose. Hoping that doesn't happen. They still play wild ride. I think so. So I think I just play the Lord's Gear. Hoping to commit a crime here. Who's committing crime? Well, it is what it is. I'm just gonna play the minor. I mean, next round I have 3 lethal attackers, so if they draw a land or something, and they can't produce, that's not very good. Kinda need a spell to go along with it. Oh. Yeah. And that's nice. Not that nice because honestly it doesn't do a whole lot because it's just I mean not meaningful difference between 5-2 and 4-2 in this spot where one is a 2 life. Everything has to chop block anyway. We'll trade off. We'll descend. I'll get the corpses. Oh wait, I'm not even descending. I kind of missed the fact that there was just chomp blocks all around. There's not even trades. I honestly thought my whole board would trade. Okay, I'm a little rusty. I'm a little rusty. But this is completely over, I think. I can't really think of a sequence of cards that my opponent could have drawn to get out of this. We'll probably need to start Animal Crab, which I'm not totally sure this version plays. But yeah, that's definitely not gonna do it. Alright. It's kind of funny that I talked about the fact that keeping 4 lands is very scary, because if I ever draw another land, it's gonna be rough. And then I drew, what was it? How many? 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 non-land cards in a row. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty funny. And that is definitely pretty lucky. Alright, so how do we sideboard? That is the question. Honestly, don't think I want to do that many trims, to be honest. I mean, this seems kind of nice. Everything seems kind of nice here. Do I just resummit? Maybe I cut one like 1 Heraldic Banner. Honestly, I don't think I want any of this. I just want to keep my deck streamlined as possible. It felt pretty good in this game, like going 1 to 3. And yeah, I think I'm just okay with this. Reboarded against Prowess. Perfect. Okay, let's see if Red Tiger has a better game than the first one. Well, this one I'll mulligan. I think 5 lands is definitely the threshold where it's really not good for this deck. Alright, I think I'll just bottom one of these Bitter Blossom Bearers. I'm gonna keep calling it Bitter Blossom Bearer because it is what it is, you know? Shout out the OG Bitter Blossom. Nice, that's a swamp. I think I want to start putting pressure on my opponent. There's some merit to just like keeping recruiting hacks in case. Oh, this is so sad. Sorry, there's some merit to keeping the recruiting hacks in case they play 2-drop, which then I get to curve recruiting hacks into Bitter Blossom Bearer, which is nice. Unfortunately, I think just not using my mana is kind of sus. I'm really sad that this is Scry. Because like usually Scry has been kind of replaced by Cervelle. And this would be so much better in my graveyard because I could just warp it. I think I'm bottom. This card is called Timeline Color. I think it's one of the weakest points of this deck, so Don't mind getting rid of it, especially since I already have a 2-drop I'm willing to play. Alright, this is pretty simple. I just attack, play my land, pass turn. Keeping my options open. My opponent goes for like a triple spell turn with Slick Shot. I'm definitely gonna Reckoning Hacks. If my opponent doesn't, I'm gonna play Bitter Balls and Bear. Should I try seeing Bitter Bloom? It doesn't really feel right, you know? Alright, that's pretty good. Corpses. Let's just counter-attack. I will just attack with the rest of my board. No reason, I think, to play the Soulstone texture now. I think I want it in my hand for like a surprise factor. I might have to keep this back as a chump blocker. Let's see, if they play Slick Shot, and let's say 3 spells. So the 7, 11, 12. They play 4 spells, which is kind of crazy, but let's assume that I'm just dead. But honestly, if they have 4 spells in their own turn, how am I winning the game anyway? I'll just attack her and get some damage in. Next turn I can Reckoning Hacks, gain life. I think I will chump block, honestly. Slick Shot is probably the most... well... So how does it work? At 3 spells, this deals 1 more damage. At 2 spells... okay, I think I just block here. At 2 spells, it's break even, right? At 1 spell, I'd rather have blocked the Stallion. At no spells, I'd definitely rather block Stallion. Okay. It's slightly annoying, but... please don't play 2 more spells to make me look foolish. That's fine. So we're break even. And... yikes. Oh, no! It's a no! -1. I think it's fine, though. It's a good decision, I think, still. Alright, Soulstone Sanctuary. Definitely think I want to attack. Then I think I just kill this and I blight to get my corpses. Now I'm hoping up and just untap. I have to pay life. That's a scam, actually. I'm definitely hoping my opponent plays like a Slick Shot or Elusive Otter. Yeah, let's go. And, I should let them attack. There's some chance they just will not want to attack with the Colorstone Stallion. You know what, let's just get in with the Soulstone. It's 3 damage now, and it's gonna be 7 damage next turn. The corpses. So hopefully my opponent whips here. That's kind of a whiff. But it's okay. I kind of force chomp. Not fine, I just do force chomp and then even if the top deck like a... well, this Burst Lightning is not a good card, because if he just Burst Lightning my face... I would still not lose actually, so that's fine. It's fine, completely fine. Yeah, cantrip into cantrip I think is probably the scariest thing. Cantrip into Storm Chassis Stallion. That's fine. Storm Chassis Talent doesn't trigger Opus, most importantly. So this is just lethal. I activate the second Soulstone, or just play Heraldry Banner, and that's the game. Alright? Beat the Boogeyman. And we ranked up! Hello! Great. We go into a second match. freshly platinum gamers, and this hand seems nice. We have I think 2 is the perfect amount of lands in the opening hand. Especially if I have Dreamweavers, and I can dig for a third one if I need to. Now, I definitely don't want it. You are never happy to see Stormchaser's Talent on turn 1 out of this deck. Or I guess any deck in this standard format. I don't know. Has anyone ever been happy to just like Stormchaser's Talent go? It's just so scary, especially with that, yeah. Yep. Well, at least I do have some early damage advantage. My opponent now at 16 life after I attack. I'm at 18. I'm winning in that regard, but and I have a decision time. This is you know, 3 cards highlighted in my hand that I can play. All 3 has some merits. I think just playing Timeline Color seems kind of loose because if they have 2 spells, I'm probably losing. Definitely want to attack with Dreamweavers. It's not blocking well here, and then I can just pass and decide what I want to do based on what my opponent does. Like if they play triple spell in combat, I am very likely just going to kill one of these others. They do not play a spell. I think okay with just there was some bearing. First lightning face. Okay, that's pretty aggro. I guess they'll just take it. I don't want to play Corpses of the Lost, but because it just works so well with my curve, like I can play that, and then next turn I can play 2 Dewdrops. The problem is that like I feel like they burst lightning face, and that should like that kind of means to me that they have another burst lightning, because it's kind of weird to just get rid of one of your best cards in the deck, just deal 4 more extra damage. So, yeah, I mean, I think all the options are bad. I'm just gonna play this and pass and try and go for like a bit of a longer game. But like I said, you know, Prowess is just it's an incredibly good deck, right? If they have this start, the Boomerang Basics, the Stormchaser's Talent, the Slick Shot, the Burst Lightnings, like, yeah, I mean, it's just a well-oiled machine, and I'm on the draw as well, right? If I was on the play, this game is so different. I just go Dreamweavers, then Better Bolson Bearer. Then I'm like, I can actually be the one who's attacking. Now, I really can't. It's much, much harder. Right, so if this is Burst Lightning, how do we do? I don't think it's like that bad. I can just like triple block, Slick Shot show off. Maybe double block. So if I go like this, they have to kill a Dreamweaver with the Burst Lightning, and then I take 6 damage. I go to 4. After this triggers. I think that's acceptable. I mean, it's not perfect. Interesting. I think I'm kind of happy about that. Like, getting this Slick Shot off the board seems very relevant. Definitely doesn't guarantee my win or anything, but I am pretty happy about it. It really sucks that this card is just so much worse on defense than offense. Really want to be attacking with this. Right, I think I just play color, block, probably block the water, and I'll just. I mean, I would ideally like the way that they shoot the sheriffs to give them less information on how to approach combat and this ability. Downside, of course, is secret identity, which would kind of blow me out and win the game for my opponent very likely. So yeah, I'll just choose to pass. Might be wrong. Okay, I'll try to kill it now. If you have the secret identity, I'm gonna lose. I feel like I was gonna lose this game to secret identity regardless, though. Well, that really hurts. Spell Pierce. Damn. I didn't expect that one in game 1. And I just get burst lighting. I don't think I can win. So rough beats indeed. GG. Yeah, it would have been much better to shoot a sheriff right away. I'm not sure if I would have won. Storm Chest Stun is one hell of a card. So once again, I don't think I want to do any sideboarding. Let's just resubmit. And now I'm going to be on the play, so it should be much easier. Yeah, I think the play draw dynamic is very important here. Definitely plays its part, so we'll see if it's better. And I mean, again, drawing 4 lands is not ideal, but going 1, 2, 3 on the play. Haste creature, that's what I like. Also have the skeleton combo this time. Combo. Definitely in quotes. And I have a utility land, so you know, it's not that bad. Like I can. What can I get back? Are these creatures nothing? Yeah, that's a scam. This is so much, you know, 14 life on turn 2. No joke. Next turn, this corpse is coming in. And yeah, I think this maybe just kind of highlights how standard is. And going first is important. Okay, well, this definitely won't be easy. My opponent has 2 spells. It's not good for me. I am just going in though. I don't think I can not click attack all here, because my creatures are so much worse on defense than offense. Next turn, Heraldic Banner into Timeline Color means I have actually, like, if these 2 connect, I win. So my opponent needs to produce at least 3 blockers or / removal spells. Sleight of Hand is not that dangerous. I really feel like my opponent needs interaction spells because I'm not in a big danger of dying. Okay, nice. And that's kind of interesting how much you're supposed to attack, right? Like, this feels natural, like, leave 1 blocker back, because you need to race, but this just is going to mean that the banner will clean up the game. No, I don't think my opponent did anything wrong this game, it's just being on the draw. Your opponent has a great curve, like, what can you do, you know? You just sometimes lose, and you can do nothing about that. So. All right, let's see if it happens again. You know, who's on the play is going to win the game. It might. No, general rule, like, you kind of want to lower your curve when you're on the draw, because all these cards are just so much better on the play. I could see bringing in 1 sheriff maybe, instead of 1 banner. Also not totally sure about this Luis card. If you make it as a 4/3, I feel like it's kind of good to gain some life. Maybe stabilize a little bit. Unfortunately, it is not the skeleton. And I mean, as a 4/3, it comes to play. You deal 2 damage to your opponent, gain 2 life, then you have 4. I feel like the Bitter Bloom Bearer is just so bad on the draw that I might trim it. Let's just put the banner in because it's really good with the Pompous. And what's my last card? Maybe I try this. When I play cast a spell, if the amount of spend the cost, it was less than its manual value. So this stops burst lighting, or stops the, makes it more even, I guess. But it's just, you know, I don't think you're looking to kick burst lighting in this matchup, so kind of irrelevant, I would say. Okay, I'll just bring in 1 bearer. I don't think I want, like, duress and the bat. I just don't think that's what you want to be doing with Prowess, especially on the draw. You don't want to be trading, like, one mana for 1, like, duress 1 for 1 usually, right? I don't think that's what you want to be doing. All right. I think I'm gonna keep this. I'm on the draw. I have Beavers to help me dig for another land, and I have an interaction spell, so I feel like this ticks enough boxes for me to be keepable. And I'm of course delighted to see Sleight of Hand. I just play this. Can dig for another land. Definitely not another timeline color. Some no slick shot, no threat so far. Spoke too soon, maybe. I just play the miner and I'll play the reckoning axe. Not sure if I should play it. Not sure I'm supposed to be playing that, by the way. It's okay. We're planning at slick shot it here. Most from Stalin is fine. I can't do anything about that really. I can just play Divine Lasher. Next turn, my play's conscriptive, double timeline color. There's 3, 6, 9, 11, 13 damage. So, Alpine has like a hand heavy land. Hand heavy. Land heavy hand. Oh yeah, I got there. Woo! They might be forced to just activate the Stone Chest's talent, and then I would do like for a decent chunk of damage. Did not happen. Still fine. I might actually just chump with Divine Lustre here if I'm allowed to. Obviously, it's kind of weird that I'm not getting the maximum value of Divine Lustre by Offspring in it, but I just feel like this. Kind of not allowed in this game. Okay. I have to jump. I think it's just too much damage. That's unfortunate. I really wanted to land there to be able to curve out with the banner. But I don't think I have any other option just to play the banner. And, you know, this can't block. This is kind of bad blocking. I'll just attack. Oh. I did mess up a little bit. I should have definitely warped there. Oops. I did miss that synergy. Yeah, that was a big mistake, actually. Yeah, I completely forgot about the ability. I just only realized because I looked at my hand, it was highlighted. So I'm a little bit too fast there. The opponent would be happy to trade 2 life for 3 life. If the life totals are 16 and 5, that's much better for me than 18 and 8. Interesting usage. Divine Outburst. Okay. That's a decent chunk. 8. So if they don't have anything, I can just play Banner. Oh, it looks like they don't have anything. So I'll just play Banner, Warp, and I win, right? So maybe it actually worked out well in my favor, this minor error. Because now it gave my opponent full sense of security, and we get the win. Let's go! Alrighty! Round 3, 4 land hand again. I think I'll keep it this time around. I do have the utility lands, so a nice utility right there. Well, this is thinking time. I'm kind of interested in just blocking here. Against this live game deck, I think this game might go a bit longer. I think this is the one I need. Although, yeah, that maybe was a mistake actually. Oh. I will need to do this, especially since I do another one. Alright, I'll attack. And as long as creature has 3 or more on the country, it's okay. Yeah, we'll just pass. Not scared. of like maybe I should be scared of like some protection spell. Helpful hand. Hunter. This art is absolutely adorable. I'm just gonna kill it. I don't know if there's anything that that punishes me here. We're killing it right away. Guess I'll put a little bit more information, but again, I'm gonna protect myself versus the protection spells. I really don't want him to go creature, land creature, right? Shit. That's a creature type. I'll just play the corpses and start attacking. I'm not totally sure. I know that this is like the cat tribe deck. I think I've played against it once. I'm not completely up to date with the top end is. Okay, Enduring Innocence is slightly annoying, but it's also slightly annoying because they are getting a bunch of life right now. I think Hex is fine. Just play this and I'll send it. Not a surprise. And the Enduring Innocence is very good in this situation, let's be honest. I still don't think I have any bad list threats or squares. Uh-oh. I mean, I do have the Shooter Sheriff, so that's nice, but... Oops, no. Yeah, I'll ring Hex in here. But this is the top end I was talking about. Scary, to be honest. Yeah, I'll just shoot this. Oh, maybe I should wait after attacks, although my opponent's obviously gonna attack both of their creatures. It's kind of a rough spot we find ourselves in. But this is all, I assume that this is like a very, very bad matchup for me. Like they are a deck that fills the board with creatures, very cheap cards. They can gain life, and I thought I had a third point, but now that I started saying it, I don't think I had a third point. But I mean, it's just like not good for us. I think they're just like doing everything slightly a bit better. I think in the old age of battle between mono black and mono white, I feel like mono white almost always has the upper hand, you know? But to be fair, in these battles of everything versus everything, I feel like mono black is usually on the losing end, gotta say. Oh, see, I mean, maybe I'm like too negative because this game is looking kind of fine. Like, imagine they have 3 lands, I'm chilling. Oh, close. It's actually pretty. It's not that bad. I draw something really good here, and the Social Sanctuary is kind of a king of the board now, right? It really sucks that I drew land here. I really needed to draw a non-land card. I think I need to hold the Social Sanctuary back because it's just such a good blocker in this spot. Oh, it's indestructible. Shift, H3. I've never seen this card before, so I'm just like, okay, let's. I definitely didn't see the counter there. Alright, that sucks. Not that I did. Not actually sure if I would have changed anything. Oh my god, it's the Cat Lord! Rubbo! Alright, I think now it's kind of safe to concede. So I think my route to victory, I'm just like starting to theorize how to win this matchup. I think it's gonna be bringing the True Sheriff, and mostly it's gonna be through Bitter Bloom Bearer. Said it right this time. I'm getting better, chat. Yeah, let's just concede. I don't think I can ever win this. This is just too big of a board now. The Interregno sense was really, really good. Alright, so shoot a sheriff. I think flying is the key here. We really want flying. And I think this is my worst creature. Followed up by the Lord Skitter, possibly. I think the Miner is also kind of bad, but at least it's 1 mana. And this is good. Gives me reach out of combat, and this is flying. And this is just kind of the worst. It's too slow. Attacking graveyard. I mean, they had the card that returns something from the grave, but I don't think it's gonna be that important to have interaction with their graveyard. And overall, it's just like the slowest and weakest card, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I could definitely see being wrong, but yeah, I mean, just like trying to get the flyers in, and yeah, hopefully the flyers get the job done. I mean, that's all we can hope for. Just slow them down a little bit with my removal. Hoping they don't draw the most dangerous cards. The Enduring Innocence is really good there. I think if they didn't have that, I might have been in a decent spot, but fortunate that they had it. That's the beats, you know? How much you can do there. Alright. Game 2, we're gonna be on the play. And we're hoping for a Boom Bear. That is the #1 goal here. Okay, don't have the bear, but this I think is fine. What's just I want to play the Vine Lash? I think I do. Like, you kind of want to wait on the Offspring with this, but I already have a turn 3 play, and once I Offspring this, I'm not gonna have very many land drops to make, right? So it's just not gonna deal that much damage. And I just want to curve out 1, 2, 3. Hopefully draw like Banner. Ooh, Savannah Lions, the OG. So the question is, do I want to trade here? I will see after I observe what's in the hand here. So I feel like if they have Blood in Vanguard, and 2, it's pretty bad. Double Blood in Vanguard, it's a lot of damage coming my way. I can just play Lord Skitter and stop that nonsense. So I can just take the Sky Knight, Squire. Not attacking, I'm gonna block. They played a Squire here. So they're kind of rough. I think I need to draw removal. Their hand is quite good, like 2 lands, infinite 1, 2 drops. Wow, that's a interesting attack. I don't like it. I think it's just super good for block for me. He tries to shoot Sheriff. Okay, I think I just do Lord Skitter. Mostly just to have like a good curve utilization. Like playing 3 drop now and then 2 drops will let me use maximum mana in the upcoming turns, so that's pretty good. And I mean, they're probably playing 2 creatures here. We'll see if it's just double Learning Vanguard or the Health Hunter plus Learning Vanguard. And then I'm gonna shoot the Sheriff on this and play Deep Combat on whatever they draw, probably some of the top end I was talking about. Oh. Yep. Gain 1 here. Don't think I'm afraid. Fine, Lasher. Yeah, I think I'll save that for next turn. Let's just start with the Batman. Yeah, Bertram control, gain, hexproof. I think it was promised. Yeah, I think I'll just do the Hunter. I mean, now that I know about this, it's just so much worse. And I'm gonna use the Shooter here. Currently, my red army is pretty good because they have only 1/1 blockers. So I'm gonna hold this back, just block the line vanguard, I think. I mean, I could trade 3 for 3 basically. That's the question I'm asking here. I want to do that. Maybe I do actually. I think the longer the game goes, the better it is for my opponent. I guess that's, you know, like one of the key aspects of leveling up in Magic. Sometimes you have this decision: do you want to trade X amount of damage for the same X amount of damage? And you just like, need to ask yourself who is going to be favored once the game drags on. In this situation, I believe it is probably my opponent. Like next turn, I don't think I'll attack with this Lord Scare because then it would invite a much bigger attack from my opponent. Would be 3 for 5. Although, how did I say it? I do have these Fine Lashers, so maybe it's fine. Just, the 1/1 can attack, and again, I really just want to get this game over as fast as possible, especially with this. Like, it's kind of dangerous. They draw a good permanent. Well, A, I don't have the answer, and B, even if I drew the answer, and like I can use it through the, what's it called? Dawn Strews. And so they're gonna take 2, going 9, but then they're gonna gain 2 to go up to 9. So let's say they're 9 life. So I have 2 attackers in the air to open them to 7. Love to see that. Yeah, I think it's just now attack for everything. I'm not blocking. I don't care about going down to, what is it, 13. I can go up to 15. That's fine. Yeah, this game I just had a good draw. Their draw didn't materialize that well. I think when I played the first Deep Combat, I was pretty scared. But oh, oopsie! Should have played my Swan first. That's what about. But ultimately, I don't think it matters much. I mean, I think if I played it, I'd probably just guarantee my victory right here, right now. But I feel like the victory is almost guaranteed anyway. Right, it was just a bit of a rush. You know, this is the old school Magic players. We are trying to do the attack first and then play things. But sometimes, you know, of course, you should change your heuristics and you need to be really focused. That I think is why like Magic is one of the coolest, the hardest games. Because nothing is ever the same. There's just so many things. Ooh, okay. It makes sense. But if it's just this, yeah, fine. So it gives just indestructible, right? Yeah. So I missed on 1 damage by not playing the land precon. I do not look foolish in front of my opponent. Oh. You and permanent control get hexproof. Alright. It also targets, that's so sad. Okay, I mean, I'm just gonna play my 1/1 lifelink flyer. I think that's a good stats line. Okay, so that was the maximum poor play with that basic swamp. Although I guess it didn't really punish me because they would just play the Dawn's Grace anyway. So actually it was basically flawless. I'll take that back. Well, I mean, flawless. I should not have played my Swamp post-combat, but I didn't. It didn't matter that I played pre-combat. That's what I'm trying to say. Alright, so now we'll have to do some mathin'. Play my Swamp. Start with that. Exile Dawn Strews. And now, so if I attack with everything, they block with this, so they go up to 7, and then block here, block here, block here, and they're taking 5. Go down to 2. That's fine. So they block here. Block trades. They haven't traded with this. That's fine as well. And they're gonna go to 1. And we'll be left with very little. I definitely cannot attack the Lord Scare. It's just too much damage. Such a big pro presence. And you know, then double blocking, trading 2 cards for it, it's fine. I really do like how Arena has this thing where it has a -1 life for a little while. and then just bounces back to +1. They're just gonna kill themselves with this. It's an honorable thing to do. But we got lucky this game. Our opponent's draw was a little underwhelming, I would say. Well, hopefully now we draw a better Bloom Bearer. Ideally alongside some more removal. It's kind of sucks that I think I can't really bring in the Strategic Betrayal, which is a good card or a later card. But in this matchup, you saw it. You just have like a bunch of 1/1s lying around. When they play the Cat Visionary, is it actually called Cat Visionary? Don't know. That's how I'm calling it, the Cat Elvish Visionary. Cat 1/1 when it comes into play, draw a card. When I play a card like that, you know, and you have Strategic Betrayal, it's really not the greatest exchange you want to make. And they also had a bunch of token makers, so usually not the sacrifice effect is not good against these go wide strategies. Very much want your opponent to have one threat, and kill that threat. But okay, you had the Bearer, and we have it with Heraldic Banner, so I think that's pretty amazing. Hopefully we use this this Beavers duo to find me some removal spells. Oh, perfect. I mean, Shooter Share would be a little bit more perfect, but it's fine. So I have option play Dreamweavers and Hex, but I think I just wanted to get the Banner down. Because next turn I can play Banner plus 1-drop, so it also works much better for my curve, right? Because if I play the 1/2 1-drops this turn, then next turn Banner into nothing. It's really bad. Ooh, if it's just Savannah lands bad, I think I'm gonna win. Sure. Yeah, that's a really bad turn for my opponent. So I definitely played this, and now I'm thinking if I'm supposed to play Dreamweaver or the Hex. I think I can just play Dreamweavers, start putting maximum pressure. That's okay. Not a removal spell, but now I'm just like so far ahead. I think this combination is extremely strong against my opponent. You're just gonna need to find removal for the Better, and I don't think they played that much removal, would be my guess. I have not. I don't think I've seen any in the first two games. And Skid is also, of course, very good with the Banner. Too bad the rats aren't. It's still be really nice if they were Skid. Okay, well, there was the sweeper. Yeah, block this Skynet Squire. Future has like potential to be very strong. I just want this. Ah, shouldn't have not played the land. The lands are giving me a trouble, but of course, in a deck that has the ability to landfall, you should not be playing out your lands. Speaking of landfall, I am working on a mono green landfall guide. Massively weave that in right there. I am gonna be playing it at the. Sorry, I was thinking what to do with this. I'm gonna be playing it at the Arena Championship Qualifier, which is this weekend, and the guide will come out before that, probably tomorrow. And I'm also gonna be shooting a mono green landfall video, which also should come out tomorrow. So I think it is the best deck in Standard right now, and I'm super excited to play it. I really like it. I've been having so much fun ever since I picked it up. So, I'm playing Corpses of the Lost. I'm going to combat, making it 2-1, limit alive, attacking everything. Of course. They want to double block the Lord Skitter, go for it. You will not die, but my board presence will be a bit insurmountable. Maybe I should have held back the Lord Skitter just because of the split up. Yeah, maybe that was a consideration, actually. Okay, well, I'm pretty pumped about this. I think it means no split up. But I definitely, now that I look at it again, I think I definitely should have just held back. Okay. Well, this almost certainly means my opponent doesn't have the split up, because it had a split up there doing the first block. Wait a second. So Enduring Innocence is back. I am playing my land. This time I think I want to, because if I draw another land, I can play the corpses and activate the Social Sanctuary. Okay. I mean, this card has definitely potential for a comeback. But I drew another good one. Hopefully I don't have get loss to stop me from hasting in. But I still think I would probably win. I already have a lot of board presence of this. And yeah, this should be it. Well, I think this is a very good budget option. If you're looking for one. I mean, it looks pretty strong, doesn't it? Like, all these aggro decks that you can just, like, win the games on turn 3-4, I win. You're not gonna win exactly, but you will have a lot of board presence that it's just gonna lead to game wins. And yeah, this deck is definitely sweet. Kudos to my good friend Bertram for coming up with it and crushing with it. And yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I'll be back tomorrow with my Monopoly Landfall video. See you then.